Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Rāyanam Namaskricha Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudiraye Shrindatam Svagata Krishna Punyashravana Kirtana Vidyantostoya Bhadrani Vidunati Saraswatam Nasta Praishu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamaśloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki. Canto Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th Canto, 5th chapter. Prahlad, the saintly son of Hiranyakashipu, text 23-24. So we're going to chant the Sanskrit one by one, and then the words, and then the translation, and part of the purport's quite long, so I think we're only going to read half the purport because it's 12 pages long. But we can read some of it, and then we can read the rest tomorrow.
Non-stop.
Yeah, 12 pages. Sriparāduvaca Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Bandhanam Dasyam Sakyam Atmanivedanam
Shri Prahlad Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu Bhaktischennava Lakshana Kriyeta Bhagavati Yada Manyeditam Uttamam
Maharaj Shri
Prahlāduvaca Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Bandhanam Dasyam Sakham Atmanivedanam
Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu Bhaktischennava Lakshana Kriyeta Bhagavati Yada Ammanye Tantitam Uttamam
Shri Parada Uvacha Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Bandhanam Dasyam Sakyam Atmanivedanam Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu Bhaktischennava Lakshana Kriyeta Bhagavati Yada Tanmanye Tiktamuttamam
Sriparāduvaca Prahlad Maharaj said Shravanam hearing Kirtanam chanting Vishnu of Lord Vishnu not anyone else Smaranam remembering Padasevanam serving the lotus feet Archanam offering worship with soda so pachara, the 16 kinds of paraphernalia. Vandanam, offering prayers. Dasyam, becoming the servant. Sakyam, becoming the best friend. Atmanivedanam, surrendering everything. Whatever one has. Iti, thus. Pumsha Arpita, offered by the devotee. Vishnu, unto Lord Vishnu. Not anyone else. Bhakti, devotional service. Chet, if. Navalakshana, possessing 9 different processes.
Possessing 9 different processes.
Kriyeta,
Kriyeta,
one should perform.
one should perform.
Bhagavati,
Bhagavati,
under the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Ada,
Ada,
directly or completely.
directly or completely.
Tat,
Tat,
that.
that.
Manye,
Manye,
I consider.
I consider.
Aditam,
Aditam,
learning.
learning.
Uttamam,
Uttamam,
topmost.
topmost.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada.
Srila Prabhupada.
Prahlad Maharaj said, hearing and chanting about the transcendental holy name, form, qualities, paraphernalia, and pastimes of Lord Vishnu, remembering them, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, offering the Lord respectful worship with 16 types of paraphernalia, offering prayers to the Lord, becoming His servant, considering the Lord one's best friend, and surrendering everything unto Him. In other words, serving Him with the body, mind, and words. These 9 processes are accepted as pure devotional service. One who has dedicated his life to the service of Krishna through these 9 methods should be considered to be the most learned person, for he has acquired complete knowledge. Please repeat. Prahlad Maharaj said,
Prahlad Maharaj said,
hearing and chanting about the transcendental holy name,
hearing and chanting about the transcendental holy name,
form, qualities, paraphernalia, and pastimes
form, qualities, paraphernalia, and pastimes
of Lord Vishnu,
of Lord Vishnu,
remembering them,
remembering them,
serving the lotus feet of the Lord,
serving the lotus feet of the Lord,
offering the Lord respectful worship,
offering the Lord respectful worship,
with 16 types of paraphernalia,
with 16 types of paraphernalia,
offering prayers to the Lord,
offering prayers to the Lord,
becoming His servant,
becoming His servant,
considering the Lord one's best friend,
considering the Lord one's best friend,
and surrendering everything unto Him.
and surrendering everything unto Him.
In other words, serving Him with the body, mind, and words.
In other words, serving Him with the body, mind, and words.
These 9 processes
These 9 processes
are accepted as pure devotional service.
are accepted as pure devotional service.
One who has dedicated his life to the service of Krishna
One who has dedicated his life to the service of Krishna
through these 9 methods
through these 9 methods
should be understood to be the most learned person,
should be understood to be the most learned person,
for he has acquired complete knowledge.
for he has acquired complete knowledge.
Shall I read? You want to read? Shall I?
You can read.
Purport. When Prahlad Maharaj was asked by his father to say something from whatever he had learned, he considered that what he had learned from his spiritual master was the best of all teachings, whereas what he had learned about diplomacy from his material teacher, Sandanamarka, was useless. Bhakti pareshanu bhavo viraktir anyatra cha. Bhagavatam 11:242. This is the symptom of pure devotional service. A pure devotee is interested only in devotional service, not in material affairs. To execute devotional service, one should always engage in hearing and chanting about Krishna or Lord Vishnu. The process of temple worship is called archana. How to perform archana will be explained herein. One should have complete faith in the words of Krishna, who says that he is the great well-wishing friend of everyone, Sudidam Sarvabhutanam. A devotee considers Krishna the only friend. This is called Sakyam. Pumsharpita Vishnu. The word Pumsha means by all living entities. There are no distinctions permitting only a man or only a Brahmin to offer devotional service to the Lord. Everyone can do so, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 9:32. Striyo Vaishyas tata Sudras tepi yanti param gatim. Although women, Vaishyas, and Sudras are considered less intelligent, they also can become devotees and return home back to Godhead. After performing sacrifices, sometimes a person engaged in fruitive activity customarily offers the results to Vishnu. But here it is said, Bhagavati Ada, one must directly offer everything to Vishnu. This is called sannyas, not merely nyas. A tridandi sannyasi carries 3 dandas, signifying kayo, mano, vakya, body, mind, and words. All of these should be offered to Vishnu, and then one can begin devotional service. Fruitive workers first perform some pious activities, and then formally or officially offer the results to Vishnu. The real devotee, however, first offers his surrender to Krishna with his body, mind, and words, and then uses his body, mind, and words for the service of Krishna as Krishna desires. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur gives the following explanation in his Tatya. The word Shravan refers to giving oral reception to the holy name and description of the Lord's form, qualities, entourage, and pastimes as explained in Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and similar authorized scriptures. After actually receiving such... Thank you. After orally receiving such messages, one should memorize these vibrations and repeat them, kirtanam. Smarana means trying to understand more and more about the Supreme Lord. And Padasevanam means engaging oneself in serving the lotus feet of the Lord according to the time and circumstances. Archana means worshipping Lord Vishnu as one does in the temple. And Vandanam means offering respectful obeisances. Man manabhava man bhakto madhyajimam namaskuru. Vandanam means namaskuru, offering obeisances or offering prayers, thinking oneself to be Nitya Krishna Das, everlastingly a servant of Krishna, is called Dasyam. And Sakyam means being a well-wisher of Krishna. Krishna wants everyone to surrender unto him because everyone is constitutionally his servant. Therefore, as a sincere friend of Krishna, one should preach this philosophy requesting everyone to surrender unto Krishna. Atma Nivedana means offering Krishna everything, including one's body, mind, intelligence, and whatever one may possess. I'll go up to the next page. One's sincere endeavor to perform these 9 processes of devotional service is technically called bhakti. The word ada means directly. One should not be like the karmis who perform pious activities and then formally offer the results to Krishna. This is karmakanda. One should not aspire for the results of his pious activities, but one should dedicate oneself fully and then act piously. In other words, one should act for the satisfaction of Lord Vishnu, not for the satisfaction of his own desires. That is the meaning. Own senses, thank you. That is the meaning of the word ada, directly. Anya vilashita sunyam jnana karmani anavitam anukulyena krishnanu shilanam bhakti rutanam. One should render transcendental loving service to the Supreme Lord Krishna favorably and without desire for material profit or gain through fruitive activities or philosophical speculation. That is called pure devotional service. One should simply satisfy Krishna without being influenced by fruitive knowledge or fruitive activity. The Gopal Tapani Upanishad says that the word bhakti means engagement in the devotional service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not of anyone else. This Upanishad describes that bhakti is the offering of devotional service under the Supreme Personality of Godhead. To perform devotional service, one should be relieved of the bodily conception of life and aspirations to be happy through elevation to the higher planetary systems. In other words, work performed simply for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord without any desire for material benefits is called bhakti. Bhakti is also called nishkarma, or freedom from the results of fruitive activity. Bhakti and nishkarma are on the same platform. Although devotional service and fruitive activities appear almost the same, the 9 different processes enunciated by Prahlad Maharaj, who has learned them from Narada Muni, may not all be required for the execution of devotional service. If a devotee performs only one of these 9 without deviation, he can attain the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sometimes it is found that when one performs one of the processes, other processes are mixed with it. That is not improper for a devotee. When a devotee executes any one of the 9 processes, navalakshana, that is sufficient. The other 8 processes are included. Now let us discuss these 9 processes. So Prabhupada's going to speak about Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, and then one by one he's going to give the purport. So, should I stop here? And then
Little more.
a little more? So the first one is Shravanam. Hearing of the holy name of the Lord, Shravanam, is the beginning of devotional service. Although any one of the 9 processes is sufficient in chronological order, the hearing of the holy name is the beginning. Indeed, it is essential. As enunciated by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chaito Darpana Marjanam. By chanting the holy name of the Lord, one is cleansed of the material conception of life, which is due to the dirty modes of material nature. When the dirt is cleansed from the core of one's heart, one can realize the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ishvara Paramakrishna Satchidananda Vigraha. Thus, by hearing the holy name of the Lord, one comes to the platform of understanding the personal form of the Lord. After realizing the Lord's form, one can realize the transcendental qualities of the Lord. And when one can understand his transcendental qualities, one can understand the Lord's associates. In this way, a devotee advances further and further toward complete understanding of the Lord as he awakens in realization of the Lord's holy name, transcendental form and qualities, his paraphernalia, and everything pertaining to him. Therefore, the chronological process is Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu. The same process of chronological understanding holds true in chanting and remembering. When the chanting of the holy name, form, qualities, and paraphernalia is heard from the mouth of a pure devotee, his hearing and chanting are very pleasing. When Srila Sanatana Goswami has forbidden us to hear the chanting of an artificial devotee or non-devotee, hearing from the text of Srimad Bhagavatam is considered the most important process of hearing. Srimad Bhagavatam is full of transcendental chanting of the holy name, and therefore the chanting and hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam are transcendentally full of mellows. The transcendental holy name of the Lord may be heard and chanted accordingly to the attraction of the devotee. One may chant the holy name of Lord Krishna, or one may chant the holy name of Lord Rama, or Nrsingadev, Ramadi Murtishu Kala Niyamena Tishtan. The Lord has innumerable forms and names, and devotees may meditate upon a particular form and chant the holy name according to his attraction. The best course is to hear of the holy name, form, and so on from a pure devotee of the same standard as oneself. In other words, one who is attached to Krishna should chant and hear from other pure devotees who are also attached to Lord Krishna. The same principle applies for devotees attracted to Lord Ram, Lord Nrsinga, and other forms of the Lord. Because Krishna is the ultimate form of the Lord, Krishna Stu Bhagavan Swayam, it is best to hear about Lord Krishna's name, form, and pastimes from a realized devotee who is particularly attracted by the form of Lord Krishna. In Srimad Bhagavatam, great devotees like Shukadeva Goswami have specifically described Lord Krishna's holy name, form, and qualities. Unless one hears about the holy name, form, and qualities of the Lord, one cannot clearly understand the other processes of devotional service. Therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommends that one chant the holy name of Krishna, Param Vijayate, Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. If one is fortunate enough to hear from the mouth of realized devotees, he is very easily successful on the path of devotional service. Therefore, hearing of the holy name, form, and qualities of the Lord is essential. In Srimad Bhagavatam 1.5.11, there is this verse. How far do you want me to go? It's another 1, 2...
And Kirtanam starts
2.5.
after this verse.
Oh, Kirtanam after. Oh, thank you. Tadvag visargo janatago viplavo yasmin pratishlokam abada vadati api namanya anantasya yasho nikattaniyat shinvanti gayanti grinanti sadhava verses describing the name, form, and qualities of Anantadev, the unlimited Supreme Lord, are able to vanquish all the sinful reactions of the entire world. Therefore, even if such verses are improperly composed, devotees hear them, describe them, and accept them as bona fide and authorized. In this connection, Sridhar Swami has remarked that a pure devotee takes advantage of another pure devotee by trying to hear from him about the holy name, form, and qualities of the Lord. If there is no such opportunity, he alone chants and hears the Lord's holy name. We can also read
Srila
Chanmari Thakur's commentary is very short. Want to read that quickly?
Should we do the translation
Yeah.
too? Prahlad said, if any of the 9 processes of bhakti, hearing, chanting, remembering, menial service, deity worship, offering prayers, servitude, friendship, and offering body and soul, is performed for the Lord by any human without prerequisites, after being offered to Vishnu, that should be considered the highest learning. Commentary. These 2 lowest of brahmanas are not my gurus. I have learned only bhakti from Sri Narada alone. I will speak about bhakti only. In this way, Prahlad thought. Padasevanam means menial service. Archanam means deity worship. Dashyam means thinking oneself a servant of the Lord. Sakyam means thinking of oneself as a friend of the Lord and having firm faith as well. These 2 definitions of Sakya are given in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1-188. Atma Nivedanam means offering the Atma and offering the body. Atma Nivedanam can be accomplished by bhav or without bhav. Rukmini is an example of the first type, and Bali is an example of the second type. This is explained in the commentary on Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1-198. Pumsha Arpita means bhakti, which is offered by man. This indicates that bhakti can be practiced by anyone without the rules of Vanashram.
Please again.
Without this
The full sentence.
This indicates that bhakti can be practiced by anyone without the rules of Vanashram. It means any jiva, and this includes women. Mention of 9 processes means that when any among the 9 is practiced, it is called bhakti. Bhakti should be performed directly, ada, not with any prerequisite of gyan or karma. Being offered to the Lord, it is then performed. It is not performed and then offered to the Lord. This is Sridhar Swami's explanation. Or there is another meaning. If bhakti, after being offered to the Lord, is performed with the aim of giving Vishnu pleasure, without taking the results for one's own pleasure, which would not be then anya vilashita shunya, then I consider it is uttam bhakti, uttamam aditam.
In my big bag, upper lid there is one wire binding book. Start, then can go. What Sanatana Goswami told about Shravan and Kirtan, very nice.
Sanatana Goswami.
In Srimad Bhagavatam.
Okay. You're on Facebook or? This is Facebook live or recording?
He knows, maybe live or recording, I don't know.
Live.
Same.
It's live.
Need some water?
No. Homeopathic. Om Ajnanatimidandhasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chaksurunmilitamena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhubhayeva cha patitanang pavanibho vaishnavibho namo namaha. Yatha yatha gaurapadara binde vidyeta bhaktim krita punnarasi tatha tadha hridya kasmat radha padambho jasudham murasi. Kanaka jalada gatrau nilasanab janetro nigamada barabhalo malati kundamalo taralataruna beso nilapitambareso smarani bhitani kunje radhika krishna chandro ha devi kaku bhargad gadayad vacha jache nipatta bhuvi dandavatud bhatarti Assa prasadama buddhassa janassa kritva gandharvike nijagane gananang vidhehi anga samalimachchata viravito mandikritandi varam jaddan jagudarochi sangvidadhatam pattambarassa sriya vrindaranna nivasanam hridila saddama viramodaram radha skandha nivesito jalabhujam Dhayim damodaram Vrindayai tulasi devvai priyayai kesavassa cha Krishna bhakti prade devi sattvatai namo namaha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. First of all, I pay my humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of my Paramaradha Guru Pad Padma, Om Vishnu Pad Paramhamsa Swami, Ashtotara Sata, Srimad Bhaktivedanta Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj, Om Vishnu Pad Paramhamsa Swami, Ashtotara Sata, Srimad Bhaktivedanta Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Srila Trivikrama Goswami Maharaj, Srila Gaur Govinda Goswami Maharaj, with all associate Prabhupada Saraswati Thakurs, especially Param Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Gan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, and entire Guru Vargas. I convey my Dandavat Pranam on Vaishnavas and Vaishnavi assembled here, headed by two R.K. Didi and Prabhu. How many minutes I shall speak?
As you like.
15, 20?
No, you can speak more.
Okay. So, what I have heard from my Guru Vargas, I am starting from there. Once my Guru Maharaj, Srila Vaman Goswami, came to Mathura. Then he gave class about this slok. Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, in his Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, and it mentioned in Bhakti Sindhu Bindu also, 64 limbs of bhakti. So Kali Yug Jeev weeping so bitter, lamenting, praying to Bhagavan, O Prabhu, Rupa Goswami is giving so long process. The attention power of Kali Yug very less. Top of that, when I listen, could not remember. We forget easily. This is forgetful Kali Yug. Moreover, it mentioned in the Bhagavatam, Prayena alpa ayusa sabha kalabasminjuye jana manda sumanda matayu manda bhagga jupadruta. Prayena alpa ayusa. Mostly, lifespan of Kali Yuga Jeev is very less. Satyayug, thousand years it meditated without eating and drinking. And now, lifespan very, very less. Alpaya Sabha Kalabasminju in this Kali Yuga. Manda Sumando Matayo. In other yugas, the Jiva's mind easily attract towards bhakti. And Kali Yuga extremely difficult. What was in bhakti was for other yugas Vedic cult, in Kali Yuga difficult. Manda Sumanda Matayo, but not only bad fortune, Sumanda Matayo, intelligence very, very bad. Why? If someone is drinking alcohol, going other bad thing, he will be respected in society. who want to do bhakti, people think it is a crazy fellow. Sumanda Mateo, no one in support. Manda Sumanda, Manda Bhagga. Moreover, if somebody has desire to do bhajan, very hard for them to get bona fide guru. Once Gurudev was telling in England, then Ashram Maharaj, what? Well, this is myself. Well, first Guru fallen down, second Guru fallen down. Well, his luck was so bad.
Manda Bhagya.
Yes, Manda Bhagya. Subandha Mate, Manda Bhagya. And if somebody got any bona fide Guru, but extremely difficult to get, Sadhu Sangha. For Sadhu Sangha mentioned, Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastre Koy, Love Matra Sadhu Sangi, Sarva Siddhi Hoy. Each and every revealed scripture emphasizing Sadhu Sangha. But Kali Yuga, proper Sadhu Sangha is very difficult. Then Guru Maharaj telling if somebody got bona fide Guru Sadhu Sangha, then Jupadruta, so many disease. So what to do? Prabhu, not possible to do bhajan. Madhu Goswami describing 64 limbs of bhakti. Jivasura are crying and lamenting. Bhagavan heart became melt. Well, okay, I'll consider something. Then Bhagavan inspired in the heart of Prahlad Maharaj. Then he told 9 limbs of bhakti. Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasa, Sakham, Atmanivedanam, Iti Pungsar Pita Vishnu, Bhaktischannava Lakshana, Kriyed Bhagavat Tadha Tanmanni Udhitam Uttamam. Still Kali Yuga Jeev not happy. Prabhu, is also too much. We could not maintain this. Please summarize little. Make less. Then here Rupa Goswami telling in Bhakti Swami Sindhu, Sadhu Sangha, Nam Kirtan, Bhagavat Shravan, Muthuraba, Srimurti, Shraddhai Sevan, Sakal Sadhan Shrestha, Ei Pancha Anga, Krishna Prem Janmayajar, Pacher Alpa Sangha, Sadhu Sangha. Then Nam Kirtan, Bhagavat Shravan, Muthuraba, Srimurti, Shraddhai Sevan. Gurudev telling that Muthurabhas means living in Mathura, not only that. Why? Because here Mathura means Dham. That Brajamandal, Kshetramandal, Gauramandal. If somebody not possible to do bhajan physically being in Dham, they can be in mind, he also work. If body and mind, very good. If not, then by mind. When Gurudev giving class in Delhi, once boy raised hand, what? Gurudev, we are telling to come in Dham. If all will come in Dham, then how they can fit there? Then Gurudev laughed and told, this responsibility Bhagavan not give to you. Well, listen, when Krishna making Ras dance, only 1 billion gopis were there. Then their parents also in Braj, their sakhas also in Braj, cows, calves also there. So many are there, how can fit? This is not your duty. Bhagavan knows how to arrange. All became silent. So, then Gurudev telling that Sadhu Sangha common to all for Nam Kirtan, Bhagavat Shravan, Muthuraba, Srimurti Shraddhai Sevan. Sadhu Sangha with Sadhu Sangha Nam Kirtan, with Sadhu Sangha Muthuraba, Sevanam, Dorsidity, with Sadhu, everything Sadhu Sangha. Then we can get perfection, otherwise not possible. And here Gurudev telling Mathura means not the capital city of Kamsa. Mathura is Madhuban. There are 12 prominent forests and 12 Sakhavan branch and 32 Upavan. Out of all these, first Madhuban. Madhuban, Talban, Kumudban, Bohlaban, Kammaban, Khadirban, Vrindavan. One side, eastern side of Jamuna. Then Bhadravan, Bhanirban, Belban, Mahaban, Lohaban, western direction of Jamuna. Now Jamuna changed here, there, so same Krom is not there. So, first is Madhuban. Here, Mathura is include Madhuban. Then I asked, then why Rupa Goswami told Madhuban? In Sanskrit slok there is some rule and regulation, some meter, some this, that, so I have to do this. So 5, still Kali Yuga Jeev is not happy. Prabhu, little more consideration. Then told Swavanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, 3 prominent. Still Kali Yuga Jeev not happy. Crying, lamenting. Then Mahaprabhu can bring consideration. Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam, only Kali Yuga, Harinam Sankirtan. Harere Nama, Harere Nama, Harere Nama Iva Kevalam, Kalu Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva Gatirannatha. To make something sure, 3 times have to speak. So, Hare Nam, 3 times. Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva 3 times. Even Krishna telling himself how to achieve Krishna's mercy. Krishna telling, Sattam, Sattam, Punah Sattam, Sattameva Vadammaham, Bina Radha Prasadena, Mat Prasadana Viddatena, Viddatena, Viddate. Our ultimate goal is Krishna Prem. It's true, but Krishna telling, Sattam, Sattam, Punah Sattam. I am speaking true, true, true. Without mercy of Radhika, none can achieve my mercy. And even Mahaprabhu giving more concession. Guru Maharaj telling is so merciless, merciful. Dacho gao bhakta sange kara sankirtan, akantha puriya kara prasad sevan. Kali Yuga ji, no need to fast. Mahaprabhu giving so much concession. You can take prasad up to now. Akantha puriya prasad sevan. Or nacho gao bhakta sange kara sankirtan. With devotee, make dance and do kirtan. So his Kali Yuga is so easy and so merciful because he is Dhanna Kali. Now question may arise, Rupa Goswami telling 64 limbs of bhakti in Kali Yuga. How can Prahlad Maharaj and memorize telling 9 limbs of bhakti? So Prahlad Maharaj in beginning Satya Yuga or Rupa Goswami. After that again memorize 5, Rupa Goswami doing, again 3, again asked, last Mahaprabhu telling, Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. How can they reconcile the sequence? Everything is eternal. Sometime it spoke, then next Satyajug Prahlad Maharaj spoke, again like this way. This cyclic order is going on.
So this conversation was between Kali Yuga Jiva and
Kali Yuga praying to Bhagavan.
Kali Yuga Jiva.
Then Bhagavan give consideration.
In Srimad Bhagavatam Gita or?
I have heard from my Guru Maharaj.
Okay.
Now coming Saban. When Prahlad Maharaj was in Gurukul, there are 2 types of mentality people. Daubhute sarge loke asmin, doiva asura evacha, Vishnu bhakta bhaved doiva asurastad viparjaya. 2 types of mentality people in this world. One is the demigod mentality, another demon mentality. Demigod mentality, Vishnu Bhakta Bhaved Daiva, they will be devotee of Vishnu, means all Vishnu Tattva. And Asurasta Viparja, demon, dead against of that. Always it was in past, in present, and it will be in future. So nothing to worry. So demigods, they was waiting for some golden chance. Hiranyakasipu became very angry because Hiranyaksha killed his brother, Varahadev killed Hiranyaksha, brother of Hiranyakasipu, he wanted to take revenge. So he thought, by this I cannot make, so I have to earn some power. So he went forest to do austerity. In the meantime, Narad Rishi kidnapped Kayadhu, means mother of Prahlad Maharaj. And when he was kidnapping, Balana Narinang Rodanam Balam, ladies, what is the power? Weeping, could not fight with Indra. Hearing her lamentation, Narad Rishi appeared there. Oh Indra, what you are doing? Why kidnapping this lady? To kill a lady and cow, great sin. But no, I will not kill this lady. So why kidnapping her? She is carrying the womb of Hiranyakasipu, Hiranyakashipu is big demon, his son will be big demon.
Mm-hmm.
So when baby will come, I destroy the baby and make her free.
Mm.
Then Narada told none can destroy the baby. That baby is not an ordinary person. It's great Vishnu Bhakta. If you want your welfare, make her free. Hearing Narada Rishi's voice, Narada Rishi's instruction, Indra did pranam for the baby and did parikrama and went away. Then Narada brought her in her own ashram. My dear daughter, you can stay here, no fear. And you can ask some benediction. Then lady told Kayadhu, oh receiver, if you please with me, I want until my husband not returning after austerity, my baby should not come out. So be it. So Hiranyakashipu did 60,000 years austerity. He was there. And Prahlad Maharaj listening Harikatha every day from Narad Rishi. And Narad Rishi aiming that baby boy speaking Harikatha. When Gurudev depart from this world, 2011 I was giving class in Houston. Was Gurudev cardiologist? He invited me. So many doctors, 80, 90 doctors. Because very top cardiologist, so to whom he invited, all they came. I was telling, baby being in his mother room, they can learn and listen. Then doctor laughed so much. The Maharaj, you are big medical scientist to whom we are speaking. What we tell, rest of the world, listen us. Don't give this instruction to us. We can speak some Ram Katha, Krishna Katha, we listen. Because I have seen how he served Gurudev. He was Indian background, but American. Like myself, Indian, born and became the same way. Then to a doctor, modern medical science far behind than Vedic medical science. It may be one day come, then they can understand Vedic science, Vedic medical science. I give you example of Prahlad Maharaj and Abhimanyu during Mahabharata battle. That class done, take prasad, everything. After that, 1 year later, when I coming in Houston, doctor came and doing pranam, holding my feet, asking forgiveness. I surprised. What happened? Why you are doing so? You are aged and like my father, and you serve Gurudev so much. Maharaj, please excuse me. What happened? Please tell me. Like last year when you came, I laugh at you in front of everyone. I don't remember. I remember everything I tell him to console him. And he told, but it is medically proved that when baby in 24 weeks in womb, then they start listening and learning, being mother soon. But it is mentioned in Kapil Devati Samvad. But it is printed in medical journal also.
Wow.
So look how it's medically proved. So on. So what happened? When Prahlad Maharaj is in Gurukul, then one day Hiranyakashipu told, I want to see my son. Then they informed that Sunday and Amarka, they brought Prahlad Maharaj. And Mother Kaya decorate himself very nicely and give in the lap of Hiranyakashipu. Then he asked what you have learned best. Then he told, Tat Sadhu Manni Asura Bhaja is already done, so I am not coming in that. After some time, he thought this is small boy, so naturally telling. And he warned, any sadhu will not come in disguise in the Gurukula, no one coming, he naturally speaking. Then when next time, again he called, then what? He told, Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasam Sokhamatma Nivedanam Iti Pungsarpita Vishnu Bhaktischannava Lakshana Kriyed Bhagavati Adhatan Manne Udhitamuttamam. Savanam. First have to listen from bona fide Guru and Vaishnava. So Sanatana Goswami telling in Srimad Bhagavatam, what is the result of Shravan? It mentions slok number Srimad Bhagavatam 2708. In commentary, Sanatana Goswami telling, Itham Gopika Mahatma Vishesha Varnanena Gopi Bhavam Praptam Asau Raja. Parikshit Maharaj listening Hari Katha. By that he attained Gopi Bhav, only listening. So the topmost result of listening Hari Katha. At that time it was not even Kali Yug. It was in Dapar Yug. People also getting Gopi Bhav. And Dapar Yug must get. Then same 2721 is giving the glory of Kirtan. Tathapi Atra Sukdeva Padai Sahaja Gopi Bhav Sutta Hidai Balakanam. His heart like baby. So simple hearted. Describing all this, he got Gopi Bhav. Sukdev. By Kirtan he got Gopi Bhav. Parikshit by listening got Gopi Bhav. Savanam Kirtanam. Faster do Savan. The more we will do Savan, then Kirtan is more perfect. In this context, Gurudev told that Vaishnava Dharma is Anugatta Dharma, have to be under guidance. If not, then not possible. Then not only that, Gurudev told, any art of this world, if you want to be expert, have to be under guidance. Like when somebody want to be a doctor, after holding degree, have to practice his residency under qualified doctor. For lawyer also everywhere. And Vaishnava Dharma is always Anugatta, Anugatta, Anugatta. Even in this world and going spiritual world also Anugatta always there. Without Anugatta, not possible. So, Savan. And then Gurudev told, even Rupa Goswami Pada told in his topmost instruction, Tan Nama Rupa Charitadi Sukirtananu Smritta Kramena Rasana Manosini Jajja Tishtan Braje Tadanuragi Jananugami Kalam Naidakhilam Ittupadesha Saram, means Sukirtananu, one Anu, and Tadanuragi, Tad Anuragi, and Jananugami, Jan Anugami, 3 times Anu, means, Goswami telling, Gurudev explained, under guidance, under guidance, under guidance. Anu means continuous. Today listen, not listen, other day, oh, I have no time, after 1-2 months get time. But no. Continuous, 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 under guidance, under guidance, under guidance. So Savan is so powerful. First, all limbs of bhakti, first is Savan. Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu. Kirtan means Ostha Spandana Matrena Kirtanam Bhavati. When they glorifying the glory of Hari Guru Vaishnava, then Kirtan. When do congregation, then comes Sankirtan. So, Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu. Smaran, after the Smaran. At last telling, Iti Pungsar Pita Vishnu. So have to offer direct the lotus feet of Vishnu. Then Gurudev giving explanation when Gurudev taught us that any conditioned soul could not offer direct lotus feet of Krishna, lotus feet of Bhagavan. How? The first Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu, this is for Visay Vigraha Vishnu. At last, Asray Vigraha Vishnu means bona fide Guru. Then my Guru Maharaj told that when two of them is mentioning, then must be some reconciliation. Gurudev telling yes. It mentioned Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Gun Sakali Sanchare. The qualities of Krishna also inspires Krishna's devotee. Bhagavan has 6 qualities. Oisarjasya samagrasya virjasya jasasya sriya jnana vairagyasya sannang bhagaitingana. These 6 qualities who has is Bhagavan. Oisarjasya samagrasya, all opulence with him. All 6 is mentioned. Then what bona fide Guru has? As much 6 qualities but not same. In number of 6. What? Vetti viddam aviddangscha bhutanam agatim gotim utpatti pralastheva sabacho bhagavaniti. Vetti viddam aviddangscha, who know vidya and avidya. Vidya means sa vidya tanmatirja, in which process our mind will fix lotus feet of Bhagavan. And moreover it mentioned vidya bhagavata buddhi. Last limit of vidya means knowledge is Srimad Bhagavatam. Because he mentioned Aradhu Bhagavan Brajasotanaya Tadhama Vrindavanam Ramma Kachit Upasana Brajavadhu Vargena Ja Kalpita. What Brajavadhu Varga are doing Aradhana, this is topmost. It mentioned in Bhagavatam. Moreover, Bhagavatam Pramanam Avalam, spotless evidence. So Vidya Bhagavata Buddhi, topmost Vidya is Bhagavatam. So Vetti Vidyam, who knows about Vidya, and Avidya, if someone backward to Krishna, what will result? Have to go hell without any fail. Who knows this? Vetti Vidyam, Bhutanam Agatim Gatim. Bhut means jiva soul, not ghost. Agatim Gatim. How they can get good destination and bad destination. If they are under guidance of bona fide Guru and Vaishnava, they can good destination. If they backwards to them and doing eat, drink and be merry, then bad destination. Who knows this? Utpatti pralayasya, who knows? Utpatti means creation, pralaya means devastation. Who knows this? What utpatti? How devotion will manifest in our heart, will create in our heart. Got utpatti. And pralaya, how bhakti will completely destroyed from our heart. How? Then have to be careful for aparad, Gurudev telling. Aparad 3 types. Namaparad, Dhamaparad, Sevaparad. Namaparad 10 types, Dhamaparad 10 types, and Sevaparad 32 types. Altogether 52. Out of 52, topmost is Satang Ninda, criticizing Vaishnavas. How many types of Vaishnava Aparad? 6 types. Hanti nindanti vaidesti Vaishnavannabhinandati kruddhati yatina harsa darsane patata anisat. Hanti, to kill a Vaishnava. Topmost aparad. Even killing lady and Brahman cow, more dangerous to kill Vaishnava. Hanti, nindanti, to criticize Vaishnava. Gurudev when preaching, so many obstacles. Then Gurudev told they are doing by propaganda without paying any money. I am so fortunate, laughing and telling. The
criticism was good, was propaganda.
Yes, but without paying. Well, people are doing propaganda, paying money. Well, I have not to pay anything. They are doing by propaganda. This is preaching. And laughing so much. Hanti nindanti vaidesti, to envy us towards Vaishnava. Why Narayan Maharaj came in this territory? In my territory. Gurudev told they are not Guru, they are kangaroo. Like kangaroo keeping his baby in her pocket. Somewhere, oh, my property. None can go to listen to Narayan Maharaj. Gurudev telling and laughing. Hanti vaidesti Vaishnavan abhinandati. If you know Vaishnava coming, have to welcome. Why coming? I am not less than him. What to do? And kruddhate, this sin, Vaishnava became very angry. And jati no harsa, then not became happy, not became getting pleasure. This is 6 types of Vaishnava aparad. By this bhakti will be uprooted completely. Other aparad, bhakti will stay for some time. But is this? Everything finished. Utpatti Pradasya, who knows, he is called Asraya Bhagavan. The Prahlad Maharaj is telling, first have to direct surrender or offer lotus feet of Asraya Bhagavan. then do Shravanam Kirtanam, then will be bhakti. So what I have learned from my Guru Vargas, I am presenting you all. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpataru vasya kripa sindhu bhaivacha patitanang pavanebho vaishnavebho namo namo.
I have a question.
Yes.
You mentioned that Vaishnav Ninda, Satam Ninda can uproot and destroy bhakti. But in other places we hear that one who performs bhakti, it's like a permanent transcendental bank account. It can never be destroyed. So is it that bhakti is stifled and kept from growing, or is it that bhakti is actually destroyed? And how do you reconcile with the idea that bhakti is eternal and that one who does service...
It is true, bhakti is eternal, eternal asset, eternal property. But it mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamritam, Jodi Vaishnav Aparad Uthe Hati Mata, Upare ba Chinde tar Sukhi Jai Pata. If Vaishnava Aparad like mad elephant, what mad elephant do? Hold his tongue, throw. Same way. Will only the condition you do Vaishnava Aparad, then not be there. Upare means uprooted. Uprooted the kripa, then it will die. Same thing.
So then bhakti is not an eternal asset. It can
Eternal asset.
It can be destroyed.
Yeah, in this condition. Otherwise eternal.
Okay.
In other aparad, never told is uprooted completely. Only Vaishnava aparad. And especially if you do knowingly, it is very dangerous. Unknowingly, with whom you did, ask forgiveness or don't know, chant Harinam, it will be reconciled. It will be excused. But knowingly doing again and again, Vaishnava not taking offense so easily. By doing again and again, then Bhagavan will not excuse. Yeah, what is your question, Prabhu?
Maharaj, you were explaining how with the flow of mercy, concession were being made one after the other to make it easier and easier and easier. And Mahaprabhu gave Harinam as the ultimate dispensation of mercy. But still, we see that it's not that easy, because bhakti or bhav will come only with the pure devotional practice. And pure devotion is like walking in a razor blade. Very, very, very dangerous or difficult. And in practicality, we see that, since Swami Prabhupada came to the West 50 plus years ago, the devotees, we don't see many displays of bhav. And many devotees are struggling even in the initial stages after so many years. So when someone goes to university, after 4 years gets a certificate, after another 3 years gets a master's degree, after 6 years gets a PhD. So even regular person goes to university, gets some graduation, but the devotee seems the process to graduate in the process of bhakti seems to be a many lifetimes process. So how Kali Yuga, how can we expect
Guru
to succeed in
told
Kali
in
Yuga?
this context, you have to be in sadhu sangha, then not struggle. Have to be always in sadhu sangha. When we far away from sadhu sangha, then all problem will come to struggling. Look, they are here too. They are doing everything, and they are so happy. They are doing proper sadhana. I am very happy seeing this. I am traveling so many places. How they are doing maintaining, I have not seen any other place for household or devotee. They are ideal.
Gurudev's mercy, your mercy.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Not we all Guru Varga's mercy. Otherwise, they are like Gurudev used to tell, plain living high thinking. My Guru used to tell, your everything. Other place they have seen, they have deity, sometime offering, sometime not. This is very simple process, very good. easily maintainable.
Yeah.
Once here in America, maybe America, I don't remember which place, Washington, Washington DC. DT so many years not changing cloth. What to do about offering? What is this? Then you change cloth, wash the cloth. How does they do offering every day?
Yeah.
But this is not as a showcase to keep deity. Thank you.
Very nice explanation. Thank you.
What I heard from Guru Bhargava in simple way I present you.
Yeah, very beautiful. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Gaur Premanande
Hare
Hari Bol.